A list of phrasal verbs which start with the letter A. Want to sound like a native English speaker? Master these essential phrasal verbs.
Abide by, to accept or comply with a rule or decision. Example, everyone is required to abide by the company's policies. Account for, to provide an explanation or justification. Example, the manager had to account for the errors in the report. Ache for, to deeply desire or long for someone or something. Example, after months apart, she ached for his presence. Act on, to respond to information or advice by taking action. Example, authorities quickly acted on the information to prevent further damage. Act on, to influence or have an effect. Example, the treatment acts on the nervous system to reduce pain. Act out, to demonstrate or perform something using actions or gestures. Example, the students acted out the scene to make the lesson more engaging. Act out, to express emotions through actions or behavior. Example, he acted out his anger by slamming the door shut. Act up, to function improperly or behave unusually. Example, my phone has been acting up lately and keeps freezing. Act upon, to take steps based on information received. Example, investigators acted upon a lead and uncovered critical evidence. Act upon, to influence or affect something directly. Example, certain chemicals act upon the brain's receptors to relieve pain. Add on, to include as part of a total calculation. Example, don't forget to add on delivery charges when placing the order. Add up, to calculate the total sum. Example, we added up the receipts to verify the total expenses. Add up, to logically explain or make sense. Example, his excuse didn't add up, so no one believed him. Add up to result in a specific outcome or situation. Example, constant delays and poor service add up to frustration among passengers. Add up to reach a specific total or amount. Example, the bills add up to more than we had anticipated. Agree with, to have a negative effect, often causing discomfort. Example, that spicy dish didn't agree with my stomach. Aim at, to direct something toward a particular group or target. Example, this advertising campaign is aimed at young adults. Aim at, to set a goal or objective. Example, the company is aiming at increasing profits by 15% this year. Allow for, to account for something in a plan or calculation. Example, you need to allow for extra time in case of traffic delays. Allow of, to permit or make something possible. Example, the rules do not allow of any flexibility in deadlines. Angle for, to try to obtain something indirectly by hinting or implying. Example, she's clearly angling for a promotion by taking on extra work. Answer back, to respond disrespectfully to someone in authority. Example, he got into trouble for answering back to his teacher. Answer for, to take responsibility for something that went wrong. Example, the team leader must answer for the project's failure. Answer for, to speak on behalf of someone based on knowing their views. Example, I can answer for my brother because we share the same opinion. Argue down, to win a debate or discussion against someone. Example, he successfully argued down his opponent during the debate. Argue down, to negotiate a lower price for something. Example, she argued down the price until the seller agreed. Argue down, to persuade others to reject a proposal or idea. Example, they managed to argue down the motion and prevent its approval. Argue out, to discuss an issue thoroughly to find a resolution. Example, the partners decided to argue out their differences before making a decision. Ask about, to inquire about someone's well-being or status. Example, she called to ask about my mother's health. Ask after, to check on how someone is doing or feeling. Example, he asked after my brother and wanted to know if he was feeling better.